My name is Simon Barnett. I'm the General Manager here at the Four Seasons Hotel Jakarta.
With your previous position as hotel manager of Four Seasons in Singapore, can you share the story of your career and experiences so far?
Look, I've been very lucky since I've joined Four Seasons, which was in Sydney, as Director of Sales and Marketing. And I've been incredibly grateful for some of the development that people have been and shown me to help me develop my career, which as hotel manager, I transferred in Sydney and then across to Singapore for a couple of years, and just more recently joined Four Seasons Hotel Jakarta as my first appointment as general manager.
When you began your career, did you ever imagine that you would one day become a general manager of a five-star hotel?
I have to say absolutely not. No, my first intent was to support myself at university. And my very first job was as a hotel bellman, taking luggage up and down. And soon after that, though, I realised how amazing it was, someone who's been living in Australia for so many years, to start seeing and feeling other people's cultures. So it didn't take me long to be really hooked. And I started my career not long after that in hospitality.
How has this influenced your leadership approach, and what further improvements can we expect now that you're at the helm?
Well, I've been incredibly impressed since I've arrived here in Jakarta in January. What I feel incredibly lucky for is the engagement that I see between our team, our colleagues, and the guest. So that is something that we've already done incredibly well, and I think we will continue to. As we come out of some of the COVID restrictions that we've currently faced over the last 2 years, we see during this business recovery mode, it's all about us trying to provide additional services and activities for our guests so they can start enjoying things like art programs, increased services such as our introduction of brunch again up in Alto, and a number of other programs that we're currently working on.
Having worked with the prestigious Four Seasons for more than a decade, what do you think really sets the group apart from its competitors?
I think at the core or the essence is the golden rule that we practice, which is the commitment to each other about treating each other as we would like to be treated. I think without question it's the team and the staff, the people that we work with day in, day out, really are very supportive of each other. And, I think we do believe that unless we really do what is best for our colleagues, it's very difficult for us to ask them to do that for the guests. So I really think that's part of a key success for us.
You've lived in some of the best places in the world, including Singapore and New York City. What made you decide to move to Indonesia?
Well, I think it's just the excitement of being able to travel and experience different cultures. I think the advantage of having, some people within Four Seasons come into different countries, cities and destinations, it just gives hopefully people a new perspective of some of the things that you've learned over the time in other destinations. But then, of course, you get the benefit of experiencing the culture in the country you move to.
Given your credentials and strong track record in the hospitality industry, what's your take on the current standard of luxury hotels here in Jakarta?
Well, we're very lucky. I think the standard of overall accommodation in Jakarta is very high. I think the fact that there is some new hotels just opening and a continuation of some really, really popular brands to open in the next 6 months is just fantastic for the city. I believe that our advantage is that the hotel is an all-suite boutique hotel, which I just think will allow us, as we move into a business recovery mode, to be a little bit more personalised and generous with our product offerings.
What does a typical workday look like for you?
Well, the great thing about hospitality, like I think we all experience, there's no typical day. What I try to do, initially is just walk around the hotel when I first get in and say good morning to everyone, see how they're feeling. And then, of course, naturally going into the operations, you have an opportunity to speak to our guests, get an understanding about what they've enjoyed and some of the things that they can give us in regards to feedback. So it's always the cornerstone, employees and colleagues and guests, and then around that, generally a series of meetings which talk about things that we can improve and or increase in regards to services.
When you stay at a hotel abroad, can you enjoy it, or are you constantly looking at things through the eyes of a general manager?
Well, I think it's an occupational hazard. Yeah, traveling with my wife, I remember when I was very, very young in our relationship, and we'd go to different cities and I would literally try to negotiate how many hotel lobbies I was able to go into. As I've gotten a little bit older, I start realizing the real benefit of going to hotels, or quite frankly, other luxury areas, retail included, is about trying to understand how things get done better than what we're able to do, and how you can bring those learnings back into your own hotel environment.
What do you want to achieve with Four Seasons Hotel Jakarta in the future?
What I'm really passionate about, and what I think all of us are committed to, is with COVID, it's been so tough for people, both being able to connect with their families and through remote working, connect with each other. So if anything, during my tenure here, if we can start getting what I already know we're feeling is a much higher level of community, and that we can develop the team so that they can stay in hospitality and grow their careers.